Hello everyone, and welcome back to Classic Comics. So today I'm reviewing Strange Adventures number 2, and I'm really not sure why I'm bothering. So, cover by Mitch Gerads, it's boring. Now, it's been a few months since the first issue of this series, so to reset a little bit, Adam Strange has written a memoir about a war he fought on the alien world Rann, the alien world he visits periodically. And the memoir becomes a hit and he becomes a popular celebrity. But then some guy showed up out of nowhere and accused him of committing some kind of atrocities in the war. He had no proof or anything. But then shortly after, the guy turns up dead. So now there's lots of questions about Adam, and is his story true? Is he who he claims to be? Adam wants his name cleared, so he asks Batman to investigate. Batman decides he knows Adam too well. He's too close to the case, so to speak. So he asks Mr. Terrific to do it. And at the end of the first issue, Mr. Terrific agrees, and they see him meeting with Adam. And so now we go to the second issue. Now, like the first issue, this is split up into, there's basically two narratives. You've got one narrative that takes place on Earth in the present. Again, of course, the issue is written by Tom King. And then the stuff taking place on Earth in the present is done by Mitch Gerads, the art. And then you've got another storyline taking place in the past on Rann. Basically the events that he wrote about in the book, in his memoir. And the art in there is by Evan Shaner, excuse me. Yeah, Evan Shaner. So the stuff that takes place on Rann, I mean, it's fine. It's interesting, it's kind of space opera type of stuff. Basically, Rann has been invaded by these aliens called the Picts, or the Pikes. I don't know how they pronounce it. And basically, they've overthrown Rann's civilization, and the Rannians, who, they're aliens, but they look human, they're Caucasian looking. They fled into the desert, and then Adam decides they need to seek out these other aliens who live deep in the desert on Rann, called the Helotats, I think they're called, and try to convince them to become their allies and help them to fight the Picts, or Pikes. And like I say, it's fine. Some of it really reminds me kind of John Carter. If any of you have read the John Carter books, a lot of it has that kind of flavor to it, and I like it. But that's half the book. The other half, which takes place on Earth, basically, it's telling us about how Mr. Terrific came to the decision, basically agreed to Batman's request that he do this investigation, which seems kind of pointless because we already saw that he agreed at the beginning of the last issue. So, I mean, why are we seeing this? And it's a lot of nothing. I mean, we see Mr. Terrific at the bookstore. We see Mr. Terrific at home reading. We see Mr. Terrific boxing at the gym. We see Mr. Terrific at the shooting gallery. Where is it? Yeah, here, at the shooting gallery. And basically it's just him doing all these random things, and then at the end he goes, okay, I'll do it. And it's like, what is the point of this? He basically tells Batman that he thinks, apparently in the memoir, Adam claims that his daughter was killed in the war. And he says, I think he's lying about this. I think there are other things he's lying about, so I'll do the investigation. Okay, fine. You could have told us that in like a page or two. Maybe even a panel or two if you really wanted to. Why take up half a comic with this? I've talked before about, decompressed storytelling and how it's really one of the problems with modern comics. They draw these stories out. They pad them in order to fill out a trade paperback. And this is a prime example. I mean, half of this comic is just a total waste of time. Oh, and this. Here. First time I read through it, I got to the center page here. came right off in my hand as soon as I touched it. I barely touched it. So, yeah, that's great. I mean, I don't even know how to review this, because, I mean, not much really happens. I mean, and is anyone surprised? Because, I mean, it is Tom King. And so you know what you're getting here. You're getting superhero deconstruction 101. Who wants to bet that before the end of the series, Adam Strange is going to be crying like a baby? You know, who wants to bet that he's going to be exposed as a fraud? And his wife will be shown to be the one who's really tough and who's really in charge. I mean, yeah. So this comic sucks. This comic sucks. Skip it. It's barely even half a comic anyway. Okay, so do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video informative, please like the video on your way out. And also please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications of more videos. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.